welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Tuesday morning brings so much news about Arsenal, brings a new day, new beginnings, and new stuff. But anyway, what we're talking about, I'm no idea what I'm talking about. But anyway, we are here, we're on the channel again. We've got 3 parts of the whole, I believe, news segments coming. Some are recurring news. We've got some news in regards to who is it? The midfielder who likes to score those disgusting goals. His father's come up with some really nice comments about his son, Mohamed Elneny. And also it's been actually formally announced that Jack Wilshere, the newer under-18s coach, and we've got an interview which was conducted from another platform in regards to our ex-Arsenal player, the BFG. I'm not going to say what the BFG stands for. I mean, some of you might know in regards to William Saliba, as well as other things that he spoke about, but mainly about William Saliba. So join me on the other side of this music when we go through all these new segments. How many are there? It's 1, 2... Yes, indeedy. Welcome back to Cannon. Counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder TV, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. On a Tuesday morning show, at least over here, UK time. It's 23 minutes after the hour of 11 a.m. I know we scheduled it for 11, but there's a particular reason for that. And I might explain why. Maybe. But we came up purposely a little bit late for a particular reason for that. But anyway, we've got the live chat. It's just waiting for someone to come in and be brave enough to come in the live chat. We've also got the latest voting that we've been doing over the last 2 days. We're talking about that, as well as all the other news segments coming running on this Tuesday morning show. I also forgot to mention that you can actually subscribe if you wanted to Cannon Fodder TV. Just press the button and subscribe if you really wanted to. If you want, you don't have to, but we would like you to be part of the community over here. Right, so let's get into the first. What's the first one we're going? Well, I think we'll go right to. Actually, we'll go to this one first. Yes. So, Mertesacker has urged Mikel Arteta to belatedly give William Saliba an opportunity to kickstart his career at Arsenal after the French international returned to his parent club on Monday. Now, the 21-year-old is still waiting to make his competitive debut for the Gunners, having joined the North London club nearly 3 years ago in a £27 million move from St Etienne. Saliba was immediately loaned back to Tavares and spent a further loan spells gaining valuable first-team experience at Nice and Marseille, where he won the League One Young Player of the Season award last term. Arsenal are hopeful of extending the defender's contract after holding talks with the player's agent yesterday, and Mertesacker believes that it's time for his former teammate Arteta to give the youngster a chance. Now, the Arsenal Academy director told another platform during in an interview, he said, what William has done in Marseille is magnificent. For us to really test him this summer and see what he's all about, to be honest. But he has clearly made his mark with his young age, with his playing in the major league in Europe and being one of the best players in Europe. So why not use him? Saliba had initially intimated that he was keen to stay at Marseille, who qualified for this season's Champions League, but it appeared to have changed his heart earlier in the summer. He said that I belong to Arsenal. I still have 2 years left. He told Telefoot, I'll be back with Arsenal, have played 0 matches, and I still want to show them my true face and have the chance to play for these fans at this great club. But it doesn't just depend on me, in any case, to leave like this. It would be a shame. So there you go. You can actually check out on YouTube. Just type in there. You would see player Mertesacker's, it's exclusive format, an exclusive interview. It's interesting. It's really, really interesting. And to be honest, now it is down to Mikel Arteta. He's recalled him back. He's recalled Lucas Torreira back. And let's see what happens out in the States. Let's hopefully we'll see Saliba play for the first time in a senior squad. Either way, it's probably not going to be the strongest squad. But let's see what he can do, what he can show us. And actually show, he's not there to prove himself. He's there to prove to Mikel Arteta, prove the manager wrong. But anyway, and so that was it. And the second bit of news, news where we kind of broke it the other day, innit? On Arsenal's website, it says, we are delighted to announce the appointment of Mohamed Elneny and Jack Wilshere as the new head coaches of our under-21s and under-18 sides, respectively. Mohamed joined us as our under-23s assistant coach back in January, and following a positive 6 months, he will now take on the role of head coach for our under-21s, as well as our professional development phase lead. Max Porter will be joining Mohamed's team as the under-21s assistant coach. Following his promotion, where he was previously assistant coach to our under-18s, Max has been in the game for several years, making over 300 appearances at the club, including Barnet, Rushden and Diamonds, Newport County, and Chelmsford City. Max joined us in 2019, where he took up a full-time coaching role. Jack, a former academy graduate, these are all comments they put on the website, on their own website. Jack, a former academy graduate who made 197 appearances between 2008 and 2018, during which time he won FA Cup in 2014 and 15 and the FA Cup, Youth Cup in 2009, is back working at the club, where he takes on his first role in coaching as the coach of the under-18s. Adam Birchall will join Jack as our new under-18 assistant coach, alongside his new role as a under-17s head coach, moved from his previous position as our under-16s head coach. Adam developed through our academy as a player before joining Mansfield Town in 2005. Adam's playing career spanned 11 years, over 300 appearances at a club including Mansfield Town, Barnet, Dover, Athletic and Gillingham, during which time he also made 12 appearances for Wales under-21s. In 2016, Adam rejoined us as coach and has gained experience throughout the age. There's other bits and pieces, and I'm not going to go to it. It's quite lengthy and quite long. You can check it out on Arsenal's website, arsenal.com. That's that. And to the last segment, is in regards to Mohamed. I only score disgusting goals, Elneny. God dare me. Now, his father has said, Mohamed Elneny's father says a midfielder will coach Arsenal when he retires. Arsenal will one day be coached by Egyptian midfielder Mohamed Elneny, according to the player's father. Recently, we have seen the latest generation of former professionals step onto the managerial stage, as Mikel Arteta is back at Arsenal as head coach, with Frank Lampard, Steven Gerrard, Wayne Rooney, all pursuing careers in the dugout. Even Jack Wilshere has hung up his boots now, age 30. But his father, in an interview with NBC Egypt, his father, Nasser Elneny, said, I was sure that Elneny would continue with Arsenal. I told him that, even though everyone in Egypt was saying he would leave the team this summer. The Arsenal players love Elneny. He is loved among his colleagues in the dressing room, and the club's management loves him. So I think he will coach Arsenal in the future. Elneny then also referenced Mohamed Salah, as he beamed with pride that both Egyptian stars were thriving. There must be studies on Mohamed Salah and Mohamed Elneny. The first is the top scorer in the English league, and the other is fighting in the rocks in front of the strongest teams there are. I tell Elneny that I'm proud of you. You made me hold my head, whether because of your performance with the Egyptian national team or of Arsenal. I do not think there is a player who was able to play in Arsenal for 8 seasons. And I say to Mohamed Salah that you are the best player in the world and the pride of Egypt. So brilliant stuff, man. Brilliant stuff. He's believing that his son could one day coach Arsenal. I asked this question, actually, when I went to an evening with my legend, Liam Brady, and I said, I was really scared, man. I said to myself, I'm on it, probably might get the only chance to ask him this question face to face. I said, look, Liam, would you like to see more ex-players coaching at Arsenal? And the guy looked at me straight in the face, and I was like, he said, yeah, because when I was playing, that was always the idea that we were coached by ex-Arsenal players, and I would like to see that. I mean, that wasn't his exact words, but it was foolhardiness of Arsene Wenger not to allow certain players to come in and coach at Arsenal. I mean, it's documented that David Seaman said that he was waiting for the call. Martin Keown said he was waiting for the call. Those calls never came. So we missed out on that at that time. But so it's good to see, even though, you know, I criticise Mikel Arteta and the current management at Arsenal, even the ownership. But it's good to see now we've got these players, ex-players now, coming back and coaching at Arsenal. Why not? Why not? And I also want to see, you know, the likes of Dennis Bergkamp. I know Perez at some time was training with, I think it was under 18s or under 23s team. But I want to see a lot more of at least the Invincibles coming back and coaching the youngsters, or at least talking to them. You can only live in hope. Only live in hope. I believe that was it, apart from to say to you that there is a video coming a little bit later on today in regards to Lucas Paqueta. Now, I know on Twitter, people are just going crazy about, you know, Lucas Paqueta's, you know, dancing ability. Well, dancing and playing football are two different things. It's more about his footballing abilities, not his dance ability. I probably could beat him to a dance face-off, but not to a football face-off. I'm probably over the hill for that. But anyway, people, these have been the news segments coming running on Cannon 40 TV, at least on this Tuesday morning. You're probably wondering, well, how come Alex is like going live, you know, these mornings now? Well, my school placement came to an end last week, and I'm actually supposed to be, you know, on a summer half-term holiday. So I'm actually, maybe next week, I'll be doing some other types of work, supporting young people in different roles. So whilst I'm here, I haven't been called yet anyway by my agency. Let's make the most of the time that we do have together, okay? You and I, myself and you. Yeah, you, I'm talking to you, sitting on the sofa, or actually you're on your break from work and you're listening to Cannon 40 TV. So I'm speaking to you. Yeah, you. Me? Yeah, you, not me, you. Anyway. So before we do go into the live poll, into the live chat. Let's look on the poll, and the vote that we've done recently, I think 2 days ago now. Yeah, it was 2 days ago, actually. It was, yeah. Was in regards to it across the midfield. Which position across the midfield is most important for you? Yeah, you, the same person I'm talking to. I'm talking to you. Yeah, the person who hasn't subscribed yet. You need to subscribe now. So yeah, the question, I'm asking that question because we've seen how it's been relentless for the defense. The defense can only do so much. They need more support, more defense from the midfield. So I'm asking that question for that particular reason. So which position in the midfield do you think is most important? A central defensive midfielder, an attacking midfielder, or a box-to-box midfielder? We've had 1,300 votes. We've had 9 comments. The comments have not changed. The likes have gone up, I think, like 10 likes. Thank you for that. And on 12%, you have voted for you've gone for an attacking midfielder as the most important position to be filled across the midfield. On 29%, you again have voted for a box-to-box midfielder. And on 59%, 1% down from yesterday, actually, is a central defensive midfielder. So you again have voted for a central defensive midfielder. I would like to believe that it's going to be Lucas Torreira. You can come in the live chat and you can agree with me or disagree with me, but that's my opinion, and I'm sticking by it. So who would you like it to be as a central defensive midfielder? It can't be Thomas Partey. It might be Mohamed Elneny. Who knows? I'm just saying. And you can disagree with me or you can agree with me. All right. So let's go into the live chat and actually see who has joined us on this Tuesday morning show. Actually, I can just see there's been one comment there, and it's okay. That's all right. Let's have a look here if I can read it and get it. All right, so it's been from Moses. Moses, good morning to you. He says, good morning, Alex. Please tell Arteta and Edu that they shouldn't sell Magalhães, or they should ask for Vagovic in part exchange. Vagovic? Savic, you mean? Exchange, or Juventus should pay £80 million. That's a lot of money, man, for Gabriel. He's not going anywhere. I know what you're talking about, the news segment. You know, they've inquired about Gabriel Magalhães, and there's been a price tag put on Gabriel's head. He's not going anywhere. He won't be going anywhere. I hope. Right, there's not been any other comments. So I think what I will do, let me remove this and put this up. There we go. Thank you to those people, or actually to you, who reached out because you saw the video where I spoke about passive income. So I'm going to talk about this opportunity. Again, this opportunity is open to every single one of you. Again, if you're thinking that you would like to have additional money, maybe to save up to take a well-earned holiday, or save up and have additional money to maybe to pay the bills each and every week, or you think, actually, I want some more money so I can think about and plan for my retirement. This passive opportunity works for every single one of us. How do I know that? Well, because I'm in it. I'm in it. My wife is in this opportunity, passive income. My brother, my daughter, my sister. You can have an opportunity to have some passive income as well. Again, if you're thinking, with these difficult times we're living in, with the price of living is just going through the roof, have a look at this video. It's going to be a bit of a double header. Have a look at this video. And at the end, if you're still thinking, actually, I want some more details, Alex, you can send me an email and say, Alex, I want more information about the passive income opportunity. And I will send you some more details. So it's going to be that video, and we're going to back it up with another video. Okay? See you in a few ticks. I have learned from the life I live that there are opportunities all around us if we will only just look and listen. With opportunities comes risk and rejection, yes, but imagine looking back and saying, I did that, rather than waiting until it was too late. If you want passive income and a sense of personal freedom, act now. This is not for everyone. Not everyone is looking. If you are that person, contact us now. arsenalrepublic1@gmail.com. Okay, so there you go. There you go. For give you guys some time to refresh yourselves, to refresh you. Yeah, for you, that person I'm talking to there. So yes, the opportunity for passive income. Again, if you're thinking you would like some more information, send me an email at Arsenal Republic 1. Can I find it here somewhere? Here is the email. If you are the one scratching your head and saying, actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm tired of being tired. I want to change my job. I want more money. I want additional surplus income to supplement my living or my family. Send me an email, arsenalpublic1@gmail.com, and I will give you the details as to how you too can have this opportunity to obtain passive income. Not working for the money works for you. Okay, arsenalpublic1@gmail.com. Yeah, heard me. All right. Okay, so come on, people. Come on, it's been only one comment. There's like 20 odd of you watching now. There's 20. You're watching me, so I would like you to come into the live chat and ask me a question about William Saliba or something about Arsenal related. Come on, you. Someone's just posted some more photos of some of the players returning to London Coney, and Nuno Tavares. Seen a photo of him. What do you make of Nuno Tavares? Do you think we need to loan him out? Do you think we probably do need to stick with him? I'm of the latter point of view. I think we got to stick with him. For all his mistakes and errors, he's not a left back. He is a wing back. And if we're going to allow Nuno Tavares to make those mistakes, which all players are going to make mistakes, especially even more so if they're young players, then we should have afforded the William Saliba the same opportunity to make the mistakes. But anyway, I'm not going to bang on about that story there. So, but what I'm saying is, Nuno Tavares is the latest picture someone just sent me there that he's on his bike. I don't mean on his bike leaving. I mean literally on the exercise bike at London Coney. Let me know your thoughts about Nuno Tavares, and also your marks out of 10. We're going to be going strong with this one here. Your marks out of 10 so far for this transfer window. I could probably go back and see how we are or where we are with that one there. I think we've surpassed, the record amount of votes we've had for any time on a vote there. Let's have a look. Well, yeah, we've had over the course of almost 2 weeks, our last 5 voting we've done have surpassed 2,000 votes. We did one almost 2 weeks ago. Who's next to sign for Arsenal? Was it going to be Lisandro Martinez or Rafinha? In actual fact, forget that, because neither of those players have come into Arsenal. Then the one after that we did about who is the next one, choose or not. Is it going to be Serge Gnabry, Marco Asensio, or Yuri Tillemans? Who won that? It was Serge Gnabry. Serge Gnabry is not coming to Arsenal. Most likely Yuri Tillemans, and we had 2,100 votes for that. And the one that's received the highest amount of votes has been who scores the most goals next season. Interesting one. Choose only one. We've had 2,300 votes, and you've voted for Gabriel Jesus. Second place it was Saka. Then one after that we had 5 days ago actually was marks out of 10 so far for the transfer window. Out on 37%, you voted 6 out of 10 for the transfer window. And then just 3 days ago, we did your man of the match versus Nuremberg. You voted 80% for Gabriel Jesus, and we had 2,000 votes for that. And again, just the latest one that was done literally within the last 2 days is which position is most important in the midfield. And again, you have voted 59% for the central defensive midfielder. If you are going to vote, you can comment as well and let me know your thoughts. Why central defensive midfielder is a most important position to be filled going forward. Again, Lucas Paqueta, Fabio Vieira, Yuri Tillemans, they're not defensive midfielders. They're not. They're attacking, creative midfielders, not defensive midfielders. Right, the live chat has warmed up just a teeny incy weeny bit. Nikki Rules. That's a good handle. Alex, what is the story on Saliba? Well, I'm gonna repeat the news in just a few moments. So I'm gonna give the live chat just some more time because I remember when I started doing this, especially during the first year of the pandemic, I'm getting a lot of comments in live chat. Can you repeat the news? And there's only so many times I can repeat the news. segment. So give me a few minutes and I will repeat the news in regards to William Saliba. Tracksmith Beats says, what are your thoughts on Jesus and Eddie's position as up front? Well, I found it quite interesting that when Jesus came on against Nuremberg, he was on the right, wasn't he? I mean, he was just rinsing the left back on the right within 90 seconds. And then who was on the left? It was Eddie Nketiah. Eddie Nketiah provided the assist for Jesus' second goal. So I want to see these two players up front. I don't want to see them static in those positions there. I want to see them changing fluidity, movement there. And from what I understand, Gabriel Jesus has said, you know what, I've got an instant understanding with Eddie Nketiah. We understand each other already. So in Nuremberg, second league, second tier German team there, outfit. But you can only beat who's been put in front of you. The big test will be the first game of the season, right through the end of the season, how these guys, God willing, there's going to be no injuries, how they do get on. So the point is, I want to see these guys. I don't want to see them static in one place. Gabriel Jesus is stuck on the right, and then Nketiah is stuck on the left, or Jesus stuck on the left and Eddie on the right. I want to see these guys interchanging. I want to see a lot of movement there. I don't know, how do you see these two? And do you rate Gabriel Jesus? Do you rate Gabriel Jesus? Was it Tracksmith Beats? Good morning, Lone Wolf Emperor. I'm happy with Saliba being in the first team, and then Tavares is a no-no, really bad by Mikel. The problem is Mikel can not develop any players, a true story. Yeah, but Lone, again, I don't want to bang on about this, but you look at Nuno Tavares. He's not a left back. He is a wing back. And I'm not sure on two things, two parts. I'm sure you've played football. If you've been told to be the left back, unless you've not been told to stay in your left back position, the centre back should be saying to the left back, look, mate, you're going too far. You need to stick with us. Tuck inside. Where's the communication? And even the player on the left midfield should be saying to Tavares, mate, what are you doing? You're going too far. You're leaving the left side exposed. So where's the communication amongst the players telling a youngster, man, you don't leave your position. Stay in your position. And then the second thing is he being told to go gallivanting? Because left backs predominantly stay in the left back position. He's not a left back. He is a wing back. Okay. And the other thing is, like I just said before, moments ago, is that players are going to make mistakes. They will make mistakes. And again, I'll go back to William Saliba. William Saliba wasn't allowed to make a mistake. How do we know that? He didn't play in the senior squad. So we've got a player like Nuno Tavares, who's new to the Premier League, is making mistakes after mistakes. For whatever reason, you got William Saliba, never played in the Premier League, has never featured in the senior squad. I just don't understand that. But for me, if we are going to go in the market to buy left back, then there could be a cause to say, actually, we might have to loan out Nuno Tavares. But we're not going to buy Lisandro Martinez. He's going to Man United. So you're going to expose Kieran Tierney again to be the number one with no backup again. So unless you can solve that situation at the left back position, whatever you're going to do, you've got to have the number one with his deputy. And we've got a number one with his deputy. His deputy doesn't have to be, is not as good as the number one, which is why he's the number one. So what are we going to do about the left back situation? Are we going to go into the market to buy a backup and never backup left back? Or we're going to go into the market to buy a number one left back and put Tierney as a deputy? I don't know what we're going to do. I have no idea. What else do you say? I'm happy as well for Saliba. Really, really happy for him as well. You're welcome, Nikki. You're welcome. Twerk. Twerk for what? You've been giving me some jokes, man. Cannon fodder. Fodder, not Foddda. Anyway, I think Martinez and Jesus going to but you know what, Twerk? With that, you've got options, haven't you? There are options, and we needed options, not just any old option. I'm thinking, right, okay. So what's it going to be? Who's going to be up front? Is it going to be a combination of Martinelli on the left, Nketiah, Jesus, Saka? What is the combo going to be up front? We have options, young options. Lauren says, club standard has fallen. We keep employing failures. And now, yippee, we have Jack Wilshere. We are really... Why do you say that? Is he not a club favourite? Is he not a club favourite? He could tell the youngsters what to do and what not to do. Career done, age 30. Is he not well placed? Is he not well placed? I mean, he's got his coaching badges, as I understand it. Is he not better in a good position to tell the young players what to do and what not to do? I don't know. Once again, Jesus is going to kill it up top together. He is not a footballer, bro. He's an athlete. Okay. All right. Morning, afternoon, Alex. Really, good morning to you. Or good afternoon to you. I hope you're keeping well. Brazilian options. Yeah? What are you trying to say? What's wrong with Brazilians? What are you trying to say, bro? Oh, my days. Okay. Oh, dear. Right. So, Nikki, now I'm going to repeat the news of today is it for Nikki? Nikki? Is it for Nikki? Well, anyway, let's repeat the news of today from Callum Forti's perspective on this Tuesday morning, almost 5 minutes ago from the hour of midday over here. So first up, we spoke about, if I can find it again now. What's going on? Let's sort it out, Alex. Per Mertesacker has urged Mikel Arteta to belatedly give William Saliba an opportunity to kickstart his Arsenal career after the French international returned to his parent company club on Monday. The 21-year-old is still waiting to make his competitive debut for the Gunners, having joined North London club nearly 3 years ago. Oh, my goodness. Saliba was immediately loaned back to Les and spent further loan spells, again, valuable first-team experience at Nice and Marseille, where he won League One. And also, this report actually doesn't include this, but he also made his debut for the senior international squad. Yeah. Arsenal are hopeful of extending the defender's contract after holding talks with the player's agent yesterday. And Per Mertesacker believes it's time for his former teammate Arteta to give the youngster a chance. In an interview, he said that what William has done in Marseille is magnificent. So for us to really test him this summer and see what's best for him. But he's clearly made his mark with his young age, with his playing in a major league in Europe and been one of the best players in Europe. So why not use him? Saliba had initially initiated that he's keen to stay at Marseille, who qualified, imagine this, for the Champions League, but appeared to have changed his mind early this summer. He said, I belong to Arsenal. I still have 2 years left, he told Telefoot. I'll be back with Arsenal. I have played 0 matches and I still want to show them my true face and have the chance to play for the fans and for this great club. But it doesn't just depend on me, in any case, to leave like this. It would be a shame. So there has been mistakes made. There have been mistakes made. And I can use Nuno Tavares because he's also a defender. He's also a youngster. He's still very raw. Never played in the Premier League before, but he's been allowed to make mistakes. And I understand that. But then you didn't allow William Saliba to make mistakes because he never was chosen to play in the senior first squad. I just don't get it. I don't get it. So hopefully, Per Mertesacker's comments in the interview, again, you can go on, look on YouTube and find Per Mertesacker's interview there. I just find it very, very interesting. But let's hope Per Mertesacker's words of wisdom will ring in Mikel Arteta's ears. Then we spoke about Jack Wilshere, who again has been installed as a newly appointed coach of the under-18 squad, much as Mohamed Elneny. So congratulations to him. And I just think he has something to offer to these youngsters. He is well placed, not only as a coach, because he's got his coaching badges. He can tell the youngsters what to do, what not to do, what he did and what he did wrong. And you've got to remember as well that when Unai Emery was the manager, actually he wasn't, he was the coach, he pulled the players into his office, and Jack Wilshere was one of those players. And it's documented. Jack Wilshere said that when he was called into the office by Unai Emery said to him, look, going forward, we can't guarantee you game time, but you're free to stay if you want to stay. Only for Jack Wilshere to leave the meeting furious. He was furious, thinking he had a divine right to play. He said he was on the phone to his agent, asking his agent to find him another club. And then he said, on reflection, he wished he had just walked out the meeting, took, a deep breath, thought about it, and stayed at Arsenal. So I think Jack Wilshere is well placed to come up with those nuggets of knowledge and information for these youngsters, because I work with youngsters. I've worked with young adults. I've worked with children for almost 15, 20 years. Actually, there's more than 20 years. So he's well placed to be the coach of the under-18s. There's no doubt about it. But again, that's my opinion. It's my opinion. And then we spoke about Mohamed Elneny. His father, Nasser Elneny, has said that my son will coach Arsenal one day. Yeah. In an interview at NBC Egypt, Elneny's father, Nasser Elneny, said, I was sure that Elneny would continue with Arsenal. And I told him that even though everyone in Egypt was saying that he would leave the team in the summer, the Arsenal players love Elneny. He's loved among his colleagues in the dressing rooms, and the club management loves him. So I think he will coach Arsenal in the future. Thinking, wow, okay. Mohamed, I only scored disgusting goals, Elneny. So these have been the news segments currently run on Canal4 TV. Again, repeated again for Nikki. Yeah, Nikki rules. There you go. So repeat it again, right? Just for you. Only for you and nobody else. All right, let's continue in the live chat for a few more minutes before we do wrap up this one. Danny says, good morning, Danny. Good morning. Good morning. Says, Lone Wolf, properly Lone Wolf because he has no friends making statements. Come on, let's be kind now. Let's be kind in the live chat, please. Do we really need Lucas Paqueta? What do you think? No. You came in because in the beginning I said, well, in regards to the poll, the voting we've done on the platform, I asked a question because Lucas Torreira has been called up to travel in the preseason to the States. And as much as I want this guy to play at Arsenal, he is the defensive central midfielder. I'm looking at the midfield. I'm looking at the defense. I'm looking at the defense. I'm looking at the midfield. I'm thinking midfield, you need to give some more defense to defense. We need a central defensive midfielder. And I asked the question in the poll, in the voting, which position is the most important for the subscribers in the midfield? On 58% of the subscribers have said a central defensive midfielder because Lucas Paqueta, Fabio Vieira, and who is the other player? Yuri Tillemans, they are not central defensive midfielders. But you ask questions about Lucas Paqueta. We don't really need him. We don't need him unless it's a dance competition. And as far as I know, football is not a dance competition. Patino looks massive. He might step over. Well, do you know what, Danny? He needs to go out on loan. He needs to bulk up a little bit. And I'm thinking, no, Mikel Arteta, the youngster needs to go out on loan. Okay? Before we even think about, I can't remember what was the game that he featured just for a few minutes. There's certain players you think they can slot in. Patino, as much as I love him, he needs to bulk up and he needs to go out on loan. Much like Florian Balogun, he went out on loan. Hopefully, Alex, I can't wait to see Saliba and Gabriel play alongside each other. Yeah, I actually said in my preferred 11, I can't remember what my 11 was, but it was a flat back four that included Lisandro Martinez as the left back. But my CBs in my preferred 11 for the new season was, Gabriel and Saliba. Saliba's taller than Gabriel, man. It's like, oh, my goodness. Arteta seems to be the only one that needs convincing about Saliba. I wonder what's going on between them. Well, again, I've just read, the statement, but in the interview, the transcript from per Mertesacker. Let's hope he's the one literally to bring these guys together, or be Saliba's. I don't know, just be his protector. I don't know, man. I don't know, but I'm quite excited now. William Saliba, man, and I've seen the videos as well. William Saliba, doing all the exercises and What do we call him? He said, I'm William Saliba, but you can call me Willow. Willow? Come on, man. Come on. Willow, man. Come on. You can think of a better name than that. You can call me Willow. Anyway. Have played over Ashley Cole. He was in the same primary and secondary school, East End, and my school knowledge. The pass is yours. All right, guys, come on. Be nice now. Be nice. A nice chats. Is the rumor about Gabriel to Juventus true? No, it's not true. It's not true. It's funny, isn't it? The media outlets and the newspapers, if you go to your local corner shop and you read a paper, they know how to wind up our fan base. And we always fall for it. Much like Arsenal will release a 7th kit, an 8th kit, a 9th kit in one season, merchandise, and we'll go and run to it. So it is not true. It's not true. Gabriel Magalhaes is not going anywhere near Juventus. It's not happening. It's all a rouse to kind of wind us up. He's not going anywhere. Come on, people. Any more questions? Any more questions? Willow Saliba. Willow. Not Willow. Come on, man. Willow. Anyway. Willow Saliba. Willow Saliba. Willows are too close to William for my liking. We all know how that sign turned out. Okay, yeah, William. And something else as well, people asked me about after I went off air, was in regards to the N'Golo Kante signing. That's, for me, I know I did the video. I uploaded a couple of times. I won't be doing that again. And I actually said live on air yesterday, N'Golo Kante, nah. N'Golo Kante of 5 or 6 years ago, yes, not now. And that's another story which, for me, is really not true. The newspaper that it came out from, I was thinking, really? No. Sorry. Sorry, people. All right, let's look into the Twitter world and see what's going on here. Okay. So I think what I'll do, let me check out the latest poll that we did. See if there's been any movements. And I don't mean bowel movements. The latest voting again is in regards to the position across the midfield. Which position across the midfield is important for you to be filled? Is it a box-to-box midfielder? Is it a creative midfielder, an attacking midfielder? Or is it for a central defensive midfielder? And we're still on 1,200 votes. It says 59% of the subscribers on Cannon 4 TV at least have voted for a central defensive midfielder as the most important position in the midfield to fill now. And I'm hoping and praying that Lucas Torreira is that person to be given a chance. But I'm thinking the guy's already said he wants to play most likely in Italy and Spain, or Spain. And I also told him that actually, Lucas Torreira, you don't have a position in our plan, in the process. So what can Mikel Arteta tell him now? What can he tell him now to try and convince him to stay? Does he want him to stay? Or is it a ploy to put him in the transfer window? Oh, remember Lucas Torreira, the person who scored the goal against them down the road when we beat them 4-2. Oh, come and bid for Lucas Torreira. Or does he really sincerely want Lucas Torreira to play in the new season? I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, last time in a live chat, and then we are done on this one here, Tuesday morning show. The assembled. Good afternoon, Alex. Good afternoon. From what we're witnessing so far during the preseason, are you pleased at what you've seen? So, well, to be honest, I've not seen too much. I want to see how, because you got to remember when we played against the Tractor Boys, we beat them 5-1. It was a put together team, wasn't it? You know, with some of the players who've been put out on loan. And then the game against Nuremberg, we saw glimpses of Gabriel Jesus, Martinelli, Eddie Nketiah. So I can't remember how many games is to be played in the States. I want to see a lot more. Before, you know, I give you an educated, review of what I think about the place. But I just haven't seen enough. What do you think? What do you think, assembled? I'm just asking. CM is okay. Get Savage, then try to get a right back and a left back. Remember, they sweated last season without a right. Exactly. We've got. But are you saying a right back and left back backups or number ones? What are you saying? Backup left back, backup right back. What are you saying, Billy's World? And assembled again. You know, I don't think you've been pleased with what you've seen so far. So that was a question that doesn't really a response to. Yeah. Okay. I think we're finished. I believe we have come to an end on this Tuesday morning, now lunchtime, show over here on the platform. Let's just refresh this page here. And refresh the page here. If there's been any other comments here and there, and everywhere. Okay, right. There's not been any other comments. We started off sloppy again. I'd have liked to have seen that habit stopped. But it was a makeshift defense. I mean, Waters for me was the best in the defense. And if you're going to make those mistakes and errors, it's best to do it now in the preseason rather than coming in the Premier League, the first game of the season, and you see that sloppiness there. That's why we have a preseason, so we can eliminate those problems there as well. See how the players are fit. Are they fit? Do they want to play for Arsenal? Or they don't want to play? Get them out. But I just haven't seen enough. I want to see, again, if that happens again out in the States, depending who's going to be forming part of the defense, then we might have a claim to say, actually, you know what? No, it's not good. But if you're going to make a mistake and be sloppy, far rather it happens in the preseason than during the Premier League season. I don't have any latest on him, unfortunately. I don't have any latest. Right, people. I believe we have come to an end on this Tuesday morning afternoon show here. I understand your points. I understand what you're trying to say there. Yes, point taken, the assembled. But it is what it is. Again, far rather those mistakes and errors happens now and get eliminated now, then we get midway through or a critical game. Actually, all the games are critical in the Premier League. And then you're thinking, oh my goodness, here we go again. Anyway. So we've come to an end. I will be back later on this evening, giving some more live news, and we will be repeating news of today from Canada 40's perspective. But continue to vote on the latest voting we've done on the platform. If you're not sure where to find it, you go on the platform, YouTube, and you see the community tab. You can see all the voting we've ever done over the last 2 or 3 years on this platform of ours. There is a video coming later on with Lucas Paqueta. Again, thinking we don't really need Lucas Paqueta. We don't really need it. And if I was to go a little bit further, do we really need Youri Tielemans? I like him, don't get me wrong. A squad depth, yes. You've got to think about, oh my goodness, Sunday matches, Thursday night games because we're back in Europe. Yeah, so as a squad, yeah, it could be. But our main problem is to have that central defensive midfielder. And not one that can show his dance moves. One who knows how to defend in the midfield. Provide some defensive support for the defense. All right, people, I'm out of here. Enjoy the remainder of your day or your afternoon. I don't know, it might be somewhere, you might be in, Australasia, Japan, all those countries over there, and China, which means actually it might be your night, isn't it? You're about to go to bed. Or it could be you're in North, Central, or South America, which means it's like your early part of your morning. It might be like midday, lunchtime here in UK with me. God help you. Until then, make sure that you do subscribe to Cannon Fodder TV and hit the bell notification button so you can receive all the latest and breakers news right here, Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.